Hey guys, Kelly here with Mindful Bodyworks. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today we're going to be doing two of my favorite things. We're going to be doing yoga, a real gentle yoga, but we're also going to be incorporating some self-massage. So yoga plus massage, you're going to be nice and relaxed, body, mind, spirit type stuff, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You can do this seated in a chair, on the bed, on the couch, or you can come down to the floor like I am. Just do whatever's comfortable. All of these moves and massage techniques can be done either place. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start just by closing our eyes for a moment and just finding some stillness. So go ahead and start breathing however that's comfortable for you. And while your eyes are closed, you're relaxing your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, and just checking in with your body, inhaling and exhaling, releasing any stress, any tension, or any to-do list thoughts. Just being in the present. Keep breathing. Let's take about 3 more breaths here. And on these last couple breaths, I just want you to try and inhale a little bit deeper and slow your exhale down just a little bit longer. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and bring our hands heart center, prayer position, dip your chin towards your fingertips, and slowly blink those eyes open, and let's get started. So today's all about self-love. Make sure that you're doing the motions that feel best for your body. If something doesn't feel right, just don't do it, okay? So we're gonna inhale those arms up and exhale down. Inhale up, really stretching through the fingertips. Exhale down. Now if you can't get your arms all the way up, do your best. Good, last one like that. So this time we're gonna inhale the arms up, and then we're gonna stretch out towards the left side. So our right arm is up and over. I want you to pull that shoulder towards your back so you really open the chest, reaching over. Breathing freely, and then come back up, and then we'll go to the other side. So over towards that right side, we have the left arm up. So again, we want to pull the shoulder back towards the back and open up that side body, breathing into the ribs here. And then when you're ready, we'll come back up and exhale both arms. Now we're going to head to the neck and shoulders. So first we're going to do a little bit of massage. So we're just going to take your opposite hand. So I have my right hand on my left trap. And really I'm just kind of pulling the meaty part of the trap forward. So towards your front line here. And if this hurts your hands, you can just do little circles with your fingers. Just make it work for you. We're not going to be here long, but everyone holds so much tension here. And then we'll come to the other side. So left hand, right traps. So you're pulling the meaty part of that shoulder or that trap towards the front here. Breathing. Noticing if one side is tighter than the other. Good. And then we'll release. All right, so let's stretch out those traps that we just massaged. So we're gonna take our left ear towards our left shoulder, just like so. Now you wanna make sure you're not lifting that right shoulder up, so you can take it down or you can put it behind your back, whatever feels comfortable. And this just helps get that shoulder down so you can really stretch the neck and the traps. So breathing here. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or if it makes you a little dizzy or uncomfortable with balance, you can always keep your eyes open. I'll take one more breath here, and then come back to center, and we'll do the other side. So left hand comes down, right ear towards the right shoulder. Notice if one side is a little more tense. And don't judge that, just notice it. Breathing here. And coming back to center. All right, so now we're going to do some real slow circles with the neck. We're going to do 3 circles to the right and 3 circles to the left. Only go to where it's comfortable for you. So we're just going to drop the nose towards your toes or towards the chin here. And then we're going to start going around nice and slow. Breathing. Hopefully your earrings stay on if you have them on. So you really don't want to rush this. And this should be your 3rd circle. If it's not, you can only do 2, that's fine. And then we're going to go the opposite direction. So over to the left. Make sure you're not holding your breath or holding any tension in your jaw. Make sure you're not clenching your teeth. Should have one more left. And after you finish 3 circles, or as many as you want, slowly bring the head back up to center. Good deal. Now we're just going to massage the neck just a little bit since we've stretched it out. So we're going to take our fingers on the back of our neck, not the throat portion, but all the way back. You can touch your fingers together. Now, if you can't get maybe you don't have mobility in your shoulders, you can do one side at a time, or you can just do a couple more neck circles while we do this part, okay? So you touch your fingers to the back of the neck, and you're going to be raking your fingers forward. So you're pulling your fingers, pulling the muscle, the tissue here forward. And then you can go high all the way up towards the base of the skull, the occiput, or you can go low, whatever feels good to you. Breathing here, last one. Good, and then coming back to center. All right, so now we're gonna work on our hands and our wrist. So a lot of times our hands get a little neglected. We use them so much for things from work to around the house, or maybe texting or technology. So giving some TLC to the hands is always a good benefit for them. So first we're going to come into a prayer position, and we're going to be pushing all 10 fingers together. So make sure you're lining your hands up here and push through the fingertips, not just through the palm. But you do want to have a nice sturdy arm here. And then release. We're going to do that one more time. So pushing all the way through. And breathing, and then relax. Now we're going to do one finger at a time. So we're just going to, you can do this a couple different ways. You can pull it down towards the ground like this, or push it back, whatever is comfortable for you. Sometimes this helps with gravity. So starting with the pinky finger, and then we'll go to the ring finger, middle finger. You want to stretch to where it feels comfortable. Don't pull on it. And then the thumb. And then come to the other side. So pinky, ring, middle, pointer finger, and thumb. Good. If it's comfortable, you can take some little circles with your opposite thumb, or you can do your fingertips and just massage this meaty portion, the thenar eminence. That always feels really good. And then massage the other side. That feels really good to my hands. Hopefully you're getting the same benefit. All right, and now we're just gonna put a little bit of traction in the joint. So we're gonna take our pinky finger and we're just gonna pull. Now our object of the pull, or the purpose of the pull, I should say, is not necessarily to pop, but you might hear a pop, an audible pop. We're just getting some space in the joint here. This feels really good. Switching hands if you haven't already. Again, if any of this is too much for you, you can just skip ahead or just hang out and wait for us, or do a little bit more massage on the hands. And last one. Good. Now let's just squeeze our forearms. Massage them and switch sides. Good. All right, let's do some wrist rolls and then go the other direction. Good. All right. So now we're going to put our hands, if you can, put your hands on your shoulders. If you can't, you can just leave your hands out like this. That's completely fine. We're just gonna get a little easy motion in the back, just warming the spine up just a little bit, and then we'll go into a stretch, okay? So just going from side to side. Go as fast or as slow as you want, and try and do some breath with it. So inhaling and exhaling. So I'm turning my whole upper body. Good, and release. Now let's go ahead and stretch out. So we're gonna take our right hand on our left knee. Now if you're seated, it's the same exact thing. So you just take right hand, left knee, and then you just twist over to the left side. You wanna make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, like you have a string coming out the top of your head. This will keep your spine nice and straight. And then walking over to the other side. So left hand, right knee, and lifting first through the top of the head before you come into a full twist here. Good, and then come back to center. So twisting is great for your back muscles, but it's also really good for your internal organs. Bring some fresh blood and oxygen to all of those. So it's a win-win. All right, so we're almost done. Thanks for hanging in there. We're gonna go ahead, if you're seated, you're just gonna take your legs out in front of you like a straight leg. So instead of having your knees bent in a chair, you would just have them straight. If you're seated like this, you're gonna do the same thing. You're just going to have them nice and straight. And we're just gonna lean forward. So you might not go very far, and that's fine. I'm sitting up on a bolster, which is kind of keeping me from tilting too far forward. But you wanna just try and stretch the back of your legs. You might also feel this in your low back too. So just breathing here. If you can grab your toes, that would be awesome. If you can't, no problem. You can always put a scarf or a belt around the bottom of your feet, but I don't want you jumping up and getting any props, so just do your best right now. And then release. Good deal. So now we're just going to take our fist and we're just going to get a little circulation going in our quadriceps, the front of our legs, our thighs. So you don't want to beat on your knees, but you can go all the way down around the knees, all the way up, just some gentle tapotement. This brings fresh oxygen, fresh blood to all of these tissues. You can even do the side where you have your IT band. That always feels really good, especially if you're an athlete or an athlete wannabe. And then release. Good deal. All right, so we're going to end our practice. I hope that you enjoy doing a little bit of yoga and a little bit of self-massage. It's always good to give yourself some TLC. So we're gonna go ahead and close our eyes one more time and take a breath. So sitting up nice and tall. And we're gonna inhale through the nose all the way down to the belly, like we're expanding a balloon in the belly. So inhaling deep, deep, deep. And when you're ready, exhaling nice and slow and bringing that belly button in towards the spine on the exhale. And I want you to visualize with that a couple times. So inhaling, expanding this big balloon in the belly. And exhaling, squeezing the belly button in. Good. Last time. Inhaling, expanding the belly. And exhaling, squeezing in. And now I want you to breathe normal, however that is for you. We're just going to take one final breath. And when you're in this breath, I want you to be present in your body and just think about how you feel. Think a positive thought or be grateful for something that you have, that you were able to move your body maybe. And let that be your good positive intention for the rest of your day or evening. All right, so when you're ready, open those eyes up. And this is where we'll end our practice today. Thanks again for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Namaste.